Sorry about that. Okay then. Sorry, y'all, having some technical difficulties. All right, can everybody see TradingView now? Is that better? Let's go. Okay. It's not where I want it, but we'll figure it out later. Anyway, let me close race option. Close race option. Let's get this popping. All right. So I'm going to talk about the grid ISO strategy today. I'm going to go ahead and introduce it. Let me actually record this one. Unfortunately, I forgot to record yesterday's call. So we need to make sure. Let's go ahead and... All right. And we are recording. All right. Perfect. All right, so today we're going to talk about the grid ISO strategy. Now, this strategy is something that I've developed on one of my late night calls with my team, and it just became it really became just like this crazy mad genius science like awesome idea, right? And it's all based off of trend lines, right? It's all based off of market structure and trend lines. There are literally no indicators. Okay. But before, I want to teach y'all how to do this strategy a little different. We're gonna walk through this strategy together, and then we are going to then trade off of it towards the end. All right. If that sounds good to you, put a 7 in the chat. Let me drop in the ENN that we are live. Let's go. I see them 7s going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Perfect. We are live. Ooh, they missing out. They're about to miss out on some sauce. I'm going to drop it. Give them a chance. All right. So let's start from the very beginning, all right? And we're going to do a step-by-step walkthrough on how we do this, all right? And we are going to get the bag at the end, all right? So first things first is I want you, ladies and gentlemen, scholars, to tell me what is the overall trend that price was going until recently? What's the overall trend right now that this was going? From here to here, what was the trend? What trend is that called? What is that? Bullish, bullish. Beautiful. All right. And now it's about to hit market structure, and it could either go back up or come down. But that's not the point I'm trying to make right now. Right now, we need to find a trend line. When finding trend lines, right, you want to kind of find a point in the market where it's going to hit multiple areas, or you predict it to hit multiple areas. Like this would have been my trend line right here before it went bearish. Okay? So when looking for a trend line for current price, there's about 4 points you could go off of, but I'm going to mark them off. I want y'all to tell me which one would be where you would start your trend line for current price. All right, I'm going to mark them off real quick. Do a little step by step on how we can find where we should start our trend line is what I'm asking you. All right. For current price of where it's at right now, out of 1, 2, and 3, and 4, put in the chat which number you think that we should start our trend line from. We got a 2, we got some 4s, we got a 1, we got 1s, we got some 2s, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4. Interesting. Okay. Well, with I love it. I love all the answers. I love all the answers. Thank you. Thank you for the responses. Actually, 1 and 2 starts going bearish at 4. Okay. Now hear me out. Okay. Hear me out. It looks like price is starting to retest off of this area. So actually, our trend line is going to come from 3. It's going to come from 3 because it gives us, remember, we're trying to make a grid. We're trying to make a grid. Look at this as our look at this as our y-axis. Let's take it back to high school. All right, look at this as our y-axis. And look at this as our x-axis. Okay? We're trying to create a grid so we can have intersecting candles. So we can create a zone or our diamonds to create proper, essentially a proper grid or proper structure. So now we have our X and Y axis, okay? We are then going to copy our lines. Let's copy our trend line. Oops, sorry. All right. I see the first rejection here, so I'm going to put my first box there. My first trend line there. Right? And then we copy this trend line from over here. And we now have our grid. The reason why not the other higher point is because look what it does to our box. Right? Number 3 gives us the best starting radius in our grid. It gives us the best y-axis. I chose number 3 because it gave us the y-axis. It gave us the best L formation I could possibly find with this trend right now. It gave me the best, essentially, X I could possibly find with this trend right now because this trend just went extremely bearish. So the fact that this went extremely bearish, I have to now look for it to go up, right? Just like Mr. Jeffrey Rojas says, you got to buy the dips. I'm expecting this to go bullish. So I chose 3 because it gives me a wider spread and gives me a better dimension in my grid. You're literally making a grid. That's all you're doing. You're making a grid and you're copying and pasting it. That's it. And then if you zoom in, okay, so you want to isolate current price in the diamond. So off that basis, yes, you want to isolate candles in your diamonds based off of where the diamond, based off of where the candle opens inside the diamond is going to let us know where price is going to go. And I'm about to explain that in more detail, okay? So here we have our diamond box, okay? And your boxes aren't always going to be diamond. They're not always going to be pretty. Sometimes they'll be rectangles. Sometimes they'll be diamonds. Sometimes they'll be boxes. It just depends on how big the candles are and previous price and how your trend lines are. All right. But off of a basic diamond basics, right? Based off of just this diamond structure, I'm going to dissect this diamond box for you so you can understand how I'm looking at these diamond boxes. So when we live trade, you will know exactly what I'm looking at and it'll help you get in on entry. All right, I'm going to break this down to the best of my ability because remember, I just came up with this strategy and it's going to get better as we go. Okay, so if what is happening right now? Okay. Well, based on, it's not letting me type for some reason. So even though it just did here, that doesn't even make sense. All right. Here, let's do it this way. All right. So let me make this smaller actually. Okay. So when price is at the top of the diamond box, we're going to be looking for sells in this area, right? I'm going to break this down for you. Watch this. Right? When we are in this range, we are looking for buys. All right. And what I mean by that is when price, okay, is below this blue line, you're going to be looking for buys. When price, your candle body opens above this red line, you're going to be looking for sells. Okay. Now hold on. It gets more complex. It gets a little bit more tricky. There's more to it. I'm going to make this line purple. I'm going to make these lines purple. All right. When a candle opens in the middle, when the candles when candles open in the middle, so inside of our rectangular box, that means two things. It means a doji, or it means continuation. Man, I can't spell today. Continued continue of trend. All right. It's going to continue the trend in the middle. Okay. So inside of our rectangular box is when the candle opens inside of our rectangular box, it is going to continue the trend or doji. Meaning if candle opens coming from the top of the bottom of our box, and then it retests and touches the bottom of our box, we know that we can enter a buy because it's coming up from the bottom of our diamond box in the middle of the box. If it's coming from the top of the box and then it opens in the middle, we can enter a sell. Because look at it this way, ladies and gentlemen, even if it is a continuation, right? even if it's a continuation of trend and it dojis, price, it's either gonna make you break even or you'll clear it by 1. And I'm okay with breaking even. Put a 7 in the chat if you're okay with breaking even. Put a 7 in the chat if you're okay with breaking even. Because if you're not okay with breaking even, you should not trade binary. I would take I would take breaking even over losing a trade any day of the week. Okay? So that's just dissecting, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put on our little diagram here. Doji. I'm gonna just put doji or to be or continued. Okay. Now, that's just the top, the bottom, and the middle. Now I need to tell you what happens in the corners. Now I'm going to tell you what happens in the corners. Right? When trading the corners, you can expect 2 things. In the corner diamond or box, you can expect an engulfing candle or a consolidated candle. And that's kind of vague. That can be a gravestone, that could be a doji. You can expect one of those 2 things on the corner dojis, on the corner boxes, right? So now let's draw some boxes. I'm just gonna draw a trend line as well. All right. Yo, if y'all are liking the strategy so far, put a 7 in the chat. If you're liking the strategy so far, put a 7 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is the grid ISO. This is the grid ISO strategy. I'm going to write that down right here. This is the grid ISO strategy. Developed and made by yours truly, Mr. Binary Sauce. All right, it's not difficult. Let's watch the boxes. Let's watch the boxes. All we got to do is pay attention to market structure. And honestly, I might be able to break this box down and make it even smaller. And I'm about to test this out. No. Okay. All right. Check this out. Remember what I said. Remember what I said. Let's pay attention. Corner box. Look what happened. Gravestone, then engulfing. Put a 7 in the chat if you see this right now. I need to make sure y'all see this. Corner box, look what happened. Right? Corner box, looks what happened. You just got to pay attention to the box. Bottom of box, it bought. So our entry is at the bottom of the box. It's literally happening as we're speaking. Entry. You could have trapped price here. It might have been risky. Yeah, no, that would have been risky. But bottom of the box buy. Top of the box sell. It broke through, so wait. We wait for next candle. There's still 20 seconds left. Right? There's still 20 seconds left. All right. And that's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start calling some live trades now. But I just wanted to break down my new strategy, and if you understand it, great. Zoom in a bit more. Yes. Do that. Let's go. Remember, I just broke it all down. You honestly, if you pay attention to the box scholars, you're gonna realize everything I just told you is happening right as we speak. Right as look. Center of box. Continue in a buy trend. This opened inside of our rectangular box. So look where it went. It went bullish and then retested right off the top of our box. So honestly, that was iffy on that one. That was close, and it was about to come up to our reversal price, our price here, this previous price point. So that was a little close one, but even if you entered a buy on this candle, you got 1 second left. That's a clear. This is going bearish. Come on. Sheesh. Touch. Yep. 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 Let's go. Come on. Pull down. Pull down. We got 30 seconds left. Come on. Great entry would have been at 865, y'all. Great entry would have been at 865. No, my trend line doesn't mean anything when drawing for the strategy. Let's go. Let's go. Bearish all day. Bearish all day. I didn't say sell, but I said bearish. If you got in on that, put a 7 in the chat. If you got in on that sell, put a 7 in the chat. You think it would be okay to use price channels to cut it smaller or be too messy? Yeah, you could do that for sure. How many lines and how much space for the grid? Lines don't matter and space doesn't matter. It's kind of just off of your candles. Our boxes are a little bigger because we had essentially a master or a master candle or that candle went through 3 boxes. So all of our boxes are going to be pretty big right now. Yeah, we can kind of expect this to potentially come back down to this structural price. And it's in the middle. So there's our doji. There's our doji. Bullish. It should go bullish. Come on. Touch the bottom of our box and go bullish. Touch the bottom of our box and go bullish. Let's go. Come on. Yes, fixed time at 1 minute. Fixed time at 1 minute. Ooh, on, pull up. What is taking so long? It literally went down and did not move for a whole. Oh my goodness. That's an L. That was an L, y'all. That's crazy. But honestly, I went off the candlestick pattern. There it goes. Oh my goodness. There it goes. That's crazy. That was supposed to happen this candle. 2 minute would have cleared, 1 minute loss. That was my bad, y'all. But if we respected the diamond structure, like I said, continuation from the center came from the top, and it sold. But I just really thought it was going to do this on this candle. It really wants to push down though, pretty hard. So we'll be looking for a lot more sells on RCAT right now. Looking for sells. I don't like how the candles do this, Scholar. I don't like this. Put a 7 in the chat if you feel me. When it just plateaus on you, you don't know what it's doing. Put a 7 in the chat if you feel me. Yes. Yes. I think it has to make up for this wick. I really think price needs to make up for this wick, but it has so much bearish momentum. I'm hesitant to call. But I have a feeling that from here to here, we see this kind of invisible trend line. It's going to pinch off and then go bearish. So it'll probably come bullish, touch our trend line, and then go bearish. There it goes. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's go. I wish they had Dragon Speak for trading, because it would be so amazing. If I could just talk to the charts and it trades for me, I'd be a happy man. There it goes. It touches our trend line. Broke the trend line. Oh, nope. I really think this is going to pinch off and go bearish. It rejected hard here. I thought this was going to happen now. It should, we got about 15 seconds. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Sheesh. Cleared it. Perfect. Put a 7 in the chat if you cleared that. Put a 7 in the chat if you cleared it. On the trend line. That was a nice rejection. Yep. All right. Come on, drop. Drop. Like I said, it's going to pinch off. There it goes. There it goes. Oh. Oh. That was a nasty doji fake out, but it's right in the center of our box. So we should have expected it. Let's go. Drop. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Come on. Come on. Podcast's being silly right now. But this is going bearish. I know for a fact this is going bearish. 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 Come on. It's having such a hard time going down. If it doesn't go bearish after these next few candles, it's there we go. Come on. You had me losing hope in you. Come on. There we go. Let's go. Big sells. Big sells. I really hope y'all got. I said this was gonna happen. I was doubting myself there for a second. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, scholars, but I knew this was going bearish. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's in that corner box. It opened in the corner. So we can expect it to probably engulf back up or a doji here or consolidate at some point. I would not trade on this candle right here. You knew because of doji color. No. I mean, the doji color helps, but since price, I want you guys to pay attention to this. This is what's going to make you a better binary trader. When you start to or a better trader in general, when you start to understand things like this. Price tried 3 times back to back to back to break almost the same exact price point, and it couldn't do it. So this lets me know this is going bearish. It kept wicking, exactly. So technically, you could have got in on a sell on each one of those wicks because I told you it was going bearish. Overall price was going bearish. It pinched off and went bearish. And now look, it's literally following my triangle. It's following the sauce. This is all technical analysis. I don't have a single indicator on my chart. Yo, put a 7 in the chat if you hear me. Put a 7 in the chat if you're hearing me. Right? Let's get our boxes going. We're about to get lost. We're about to lose our boxes. So we're just going to extend these out. Oof. X marks the spot. Look at that drop off. That was a good sell. That was a good sell. This one's towards the top of the, I think sells are still safe here with our box structure. Sells are still safe. Sells are still safe here. At the top of the entry. At the top of the entry. Guys, if you're not getting it at the beginning of the candles, unless you know for a fact that price is still going there based off structure, I would wait tenor because 1 minute is a long, short time, if you know what I mean, right? We can expect price. It broke through this price range, and we have some contested price here as well. About here, from here to here, we can expect it potentially to consolidate before making its move, because then this is like a whole zone, really. This whole zone is like, this is just a whole consolidated zone here, from here to here. And it's about to hit that price if it doesn't reject here. Remember, it's towards the bottom. It's still in the middle of our box. Remember, it's a continuation of trend. And it's in the middle. And it's in the middle, continuation of trend. Are y'all starting to see the grid ISO? It's happening. You hesitated when it was at the top, right? You have to trust in your strategy. Backtest it. Backtest it. You know what I mean? Demo it, and you get more confident with it. But based off of everything that I've taught you this evening, it is following exactly what we discussed. Exactly what was learned here. Exactly. We got 3 seconds left on the candle. Candle buy should open at the very bottom of this corner. Yup, buy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I can't even make this up. I can't make this up. Did y'all just see that? I said I couldn't talk fast enough. I said, look, it's about to open at the bottom of the box, and look exactly where it went. Let's go. Let's go. We got big clears all day. Big clears all day. Y'all throw in the chat what your records are so far. We just started trading. We just started trading with this strategy. I taught you how to do it the first half, and we just started. You're already 3-0, 4-0, 1-0, 4-0. Big clears, 2-2, 3-0, 2-0, 7-0. Right? Let's go. Right? 2-0. We're clearing it. We're making money over here. We're making money on these calls. Let's go. We got 39 seconds left on the candle. All right. It's in that corner. It's in the corner. Right? It's in the corner. But it's at the bottom. Buy entry could have been at the bottom of this box. Buys all day. We're going to stick with our buys. Come up and make up for that wick. Come up and make up for that wick. Let's go. This is a candle by candle isolated strategy. Once you break it down like I did, and you start to understand where candles are placing and trends, you're good to go. You're good to go. Dude, that candle was pretty nasty right there, though. This is a nasty candle. This is a nasty candle. This is a nasty candle. I haven't said to get in. If you've been getting in, put a 7 in the chat on these last two candles because it started from the bottom. It started from the bottom. And it's going back and forth right here on this candle. This is a nasty candle. This is a nasty candle. It's a nasty one. Woo! I might have to draw some more boxes. I wasn't expecting that one. 7 seconds left on the candle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sheesh. All right, this is a corner. I'm kind of expecting a doji here and then some bullish momentum. Oh, or it can happen right now. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Remember, engulfing or doji. Man, it's still 30 seconds left on the candle. So let's just kind of chill out for a second here. I say it's going to probably go here and then retest. Yep, there it goes. Oop, I'm trying to move this letters here. Woo! There it goes. Oh, y'all, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some harmonics in it. What? Wait, hold on. Why is this being so weird? Man, I gotta mess with my setup because my what is happening right now? Okay. Yeah. Oof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Let's go. Oh my goodness. It's gonna follow my harmonic pattern too. It's gonna consolidate. It's gonna, yep, pull up, pull up, pull up. Let's go. Yes, this will work for stocks and cryptos as well. I've tried it on stocks. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have not tried it on cryptos, but at this point, I don't know. It's working on everything I've tried so far. So I'll have to look into cryptos. Um, but yeah, ooh, see what I tell you, it's gonna teeter totter. It's gonna teeter totter. It's gonna teeter totter. Let's see here. Ooh, it might. Let's see. Let's look where it's at. Let's look real quick. Where are? Dang it. I think I was about to say it's about to doji. It's kind of in the middle. But if it dojis, we know what's going to happen. So I'm trying to draw our box structure here so we can see where we're at. Yep. Ooh. All right. Honestly, I would sit and wait. I wouldn't know what to do. I kind of don't know what to do here. I'm expecting it to go bullish, but I would just sit and wait.
Can you show us what made you put your box right there?
Yeah, so I kind of just started from my corner, and then I just created my, to the best of my ability, my rectangular box. It's kind of more like this, actually.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Look inside the box, right? It's kind of gonna probably doji consolidate in our box, and it'll break free. It's the same thing. Like the box represents its self-support resistance in a weird, freakish way off of intersecting trend lines. It creates its own boundaries, and within that boundary is a boundary, right? You can literally trap price within this box, within the diamond. If this makes sense to you, put a 7 in the chat.
It's so crazy how it's following that pattern.
Absolutely.
How can you show? I'm sorry, and I know this is recorded, and I don't want to get in between the middle of the session. Can you tell us how? Can you show us how you put that butterfly pattern on again? The harmonics.
Oh, harmonics. So I'll be doing a master class tomorrow on harmonics with Mr. E-Man Also Wavy.
Nice.
And so jump on that class. We're going to be breaking this down for sure, for sure. It's also in the back office, Market Geometry Boot Camp Day 1. I definitely teach harmonics. So, but I'm going to go in extreme detail tomorrow about it. So I'm not going to do that on this call, brother, but jump on that call tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If y'all are loving this strategy, put some dollar signs in the chat. Put some dollar signs in the chat. Let's go. I love it. Right? I love it. We're trapping price inside of our diamonds. We know how to trade every single part of the diamond, which means we know where price is going at all times. We know how to trade every single candle. Binary options didn't just go from money into minutes. It went from isolating candles into minutes into my pocket. Right? And then when it's going to probably do some funky stuff. And if it goes bearish, then it's not going to activate our scan quite yet. And that's totally okay. But then if we use knowledge that we've learned before, ooh, look at that. Now we have consolidation zones, intersecting zones within our grid. Okay? We know price is going to come to our lower lows, to our higher highs off of the harmonic scan. Yep, retest off the bottom of the box. I mean, yo, this is sauce. You can literally trade the whole thing. You just have to sit and watch it. You just have to sit and watch it. 5 months from now, it's going to get to the point, scholars, when we jump on a session, we draw this grid, we're just going to bump some music and get hundreds and thousands of dollars because we all know how to trade this diamond box. Put a 7 in the chat if that's what we're wanting. Put a 7 in the chat if we want financial freedom. Put a 7 in the chat if we want to be better traders. Put a 7 in the chat if you are the signal. Put a 7 in the chat if you will be a 5-6 figure earner by the end of this year. Put a 7 in the chat if you're going to manifest everything that your heart wants and desires because you are putting in that work right now. This chat, I shouldn't even, my computer should be glitching where there should be so many 7s popping off on this right now. Look, once it broke our consolidated box, look where it went. It went bearish. Continued the trend. This is sauce. This is how you trade. This is all technical data. This is all technical data. There is not a single indicator on this chart. There is not a single indicator on this chart. Do you hear me? This is, you can't get any more technical than this. This is how you trade. This is accuracy. Let's go. Bottom of the X. X marks the spot. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right? Let's go. All right, we got 12 more minutes. That means that gives us 12 more candles. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. What'd I tell you? X marks the spot. It pulled up. Don't get me wrong. There's still 20-something seconds left in this candle. But remember, bottom of box means buy. It coming from the top means sell. I think it's about to flip here. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, the grid ISO strategy, this is madness, but it works. Put a 1 in the chat if it's working. Put a 1 in the chat if it's working. Put a 1 in the chat if you're making some money right now. Woo! Look at that rejection candle, though. That was nasty. That was nasty. That was nasty. Look at the previous wicks, scholars. Look at the last 3 candles. What are those 3 wicks doing right now? 13 and 2 on the call. 13 and 2 on the call. Killing it. Killing it. Top of the box. Top of the box. If this candle breaks through this previous wick, it is going to continue going bearish. But pay attention to our box structure. Pay attention to our box structure. Let's pay attention to our box structure. Let's respect it. It's been respecting our pockets. Let's respect the box structure. And I want y'all to look at strategies like that. That just clicked something in my brain. That just clicked something in my brain, right? We use a strategy to get the bag. But if we don't respect the strategy, that's why we don't get the bag. You gotta respect the strategy just as much as you demand respect from it. It's a mutual relationship. It's a mutual relationship between your strategy and your bag. You treat your strategy right, your bag's gonna be treated right. If you don't treat your strategy right, your bag ain't gonna be so right. Put a 7 in the chat if you feel me. Put a 7 in the chat if you feel me. Let's go. Let's go. Big clears. Woo! Big clears. Big clears. Big clears. I'm done. Mic drop. Off the top of the box. I told you, touches the top of the box, it's going bearish. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, I'm doing this on every call. This is how I trade. I have been over 97% with this strategy. As you can see, let's go. Let's go. 5-0. 5-0. First time seeing this strategy. First time seeing and implementing it. Man, I'm not feeling the love, y'all. Put a 7 in the chat if you're loving this right now. Put a 7 in the chat if you're loving this right now. Let's go. I don't even need to tell you when to enter. You know. You know. Let's go. Mr. Binary Sauce. Let's go. Let's go. You got 2. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. 2. Look, I'm telling y'all right now. You just learning right now. I love it. I love it. I love the ability. The more you learn, the more you earn. Every single trader should humble themselves and try to learn more so you can grasp the content needed to be successful. I'm going to be 100,000,000% honest with you on how I developed this. I developed this strategy with my team, trying out the X Factor. So shout out to Charlie. I've never been on one of her sessions, but I was like, let me mess around with her X. And this is what it led to. This is what it led to. I started with Charlie's X, and I just amped it up on steroids. But me humbling myself and going back to the basics with Charlie developed something this nasty. Put a 7 in the chat if you're going to start looking at the basics, because that's where the sauce is. Put a 7 in the chat if you're going to start looking at the basics, because that is where the sauce is. I'm an advanced to intermediate binary trader. But with the knowledge that I have, with the basics, you can make sauce, and your bag is nasty sauce reflected off of it. That's a mic drop. So get in that back office, y'all. The sauce is there. I can't wait to pick every single educator's brain to see what else we can come up with together. Right? 777 for Charlie all day. Represent. Love it. My IG is my name. My IG is my name, Mr. Binary Sauce. Let's go. Look at this candle right now. Enter from the bottom of the box. Bullish all day. Enter from the bottom of the box. Bullish all day. Let's go. Charlie on deck. Shout out to Charlie. Y'all make sure I tell her too. Y'all make sure I tell her. Shout out Charlie. All right. So go ahead and put hashtag Mr. Binary Sauce in the chat for me, please. I need to make sure y'all are coming back tomorrow. Let's go, let's go. That's kind of long to type, so I'm gonna give y'all a second. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, let's go, let's go. Grid ISO, Mr. Binary Sauce. Students got the sauce on the class. Let's go. I love y'all. I love every single last one of you. Thank you so much for jumping on this call. I hope that you guys got the saucy from Mr. Binary Sauce. I hope that you guys implement this and backtest this on your own. I hope that you jump on the session so we can dissect this some more and grow together as a platform. And man, we got the Binary Dream Team over here. We got Key, we got myself, we got Ja. We are about to take the world by storm. So jump on, ladies and gentlemen, because we're coming. We're coming. We're coming. We're coming. Yes, we're coming. All right. Muchas gracias. I am super grateful for all of you. Watch the recording. It's going to be in the back office. You already know. I'm going live tomorrow. Same time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be epic. All right. I'm also going live earlier. I think 7 Eastern or 8 Eastern. I'm not sure which time for the Harmonics Masterclass with me and Mr. E-Man Also Wavy, okay? So thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all next time. All right.